back to Live Naked Cars. I'm Nick Amrine, and I'm here with Phil Caughey.
Great.
I'm really excited. So Phil's got, as you can see, a 2013 60th Anniversary Z06 Corvette. So we're gonna kind of go over some of the specs, some of the stuff that Phil's done here, and some of the things that he likes and kind of wants to point out. So, all right, what are we working with? What kind of engine we got in here? Transmission?
6-speed manual.
Okay.
It's the regular manual that came in the coupes. It's not the special gearing in the Z51. 0 to 60 is in first gear. And that's how they got the 3.5 to 0 to 60, because there's no shift.
Okay.
All right. that was a goal.
Yeah.
At the time when they built the car. The
Okay.
car's 5 years old. It's still formidable to any late model car on the track.
Okay.
Curb weight on this is 3,000 pounds. So the stock LS7 427 7-liter, or however you want to say it, is producing 505 horse at the crank. Right there on the badge.
See it right here. Tells you.
Proof of purchase.
Yeah.
So the problem with that is that GM didn't go all the way and use roller rockers.
Okay.
So because of that, the valve guides are wearing out. And with the valve guides wearing out, you can spit a valve just backing it out of the driveway.
Yeah.
So I had American Heritage Performance down in Harbor City, which is down by Ports of Call.
Yeah.
They did the wiggle test. I had 9 thousandths travel in the top of my valve tip.
I'm sure you'd like to hear that.
Well, they recommended I do it now or it will blow up.
Yeah, exactly.
So 4,000 later, I had them do the stage 4 head package on them.
Okay.
And they poured it and polished the heads, the intake, the throttle body. They decked the heads 10 thousandths. They increased the push rods to 10,000, or increased the push rods. Let's see. No, they had to shorten the push rods because they decked the head.
Yeah.
And that increased the compression ratio. And Ole down there was saying conservatively it would be about a 60 horsepower increase.
Okay, I was gonna say what did it add to the horsepower?
Right, but I have yet to dyno it, and it's not tuned.
Okay.
But seat of the pants, I lost traction in 3rd gear when I didn't have that problem before.
Yeah. Okay.
So there was a
So
real
there's some extra speed there.
Yeah, there was.
Awesome. Okay, cool. So we hit on the motor, the transmission. What do we got in the rear end?
Stock 342s, I believe.
Okay. Sweet. I mean, this is a bitchin' car. What is there anything that you want to point out that you loved about the car before you bought it? I mean, anything at all? Anything that you loved? Anything that you did yourself besides what we were talking about earlier?
Well, I had always aspired to be on the racetrack.
Okay.
Okay, and I had an 05 coupe, which at the time was 400 horse, and that was way more car than I could drive.
Yeah.
So in the 8 years that I owned it, I got to the point where I was driving that car to its max.
Okay.
And then I buy this thing, and it scared the holy crap out of me. All right,
Perfect.
Yeah, you won't believe what extra horsepower can do.
Yeah.
I mean, you're passing cars like of the same caliber, like you're standing still.
Yeah.
I mean, it would just eat my 400 horse. It's amazing. Yeah. And so, but I had a lot of respect for it. Okay. So it never ate a wall, which is good. But they did a lot of. They paid a lot of attention to the lightening the car.
Okay.
So the front inner and outer fenders, they're carbon fiber, and you can hear the difference.
Interesting.
Okay.
Yeah.
So inner and outer is carbon fiber, and they tell me, not that I know, but they say that the paint weighs more than the fender does. Okay.
Yeah.
That's pretty light.
Yeah. That's extremely light.
Yeah. And this had the carbon package on it for the ZR1.
Okay.
And so the roof is carbon fiber.
Yeah.
The skirts are carbon fiber. And all of that is weight savings, which is how it gets down to the 3,000 curb weight.
Okay.
So the newer cars are heavier by almost 700 pounds. So they have a penalty right away.
Yeah.
Compared to this.
Of course.
And I always wanted this car when it came out in 2006. And my God, they were getting great money for them back then.
Oh, I'm sure.
25, 30,000 over.
Yeah.
You know, and of course, Daddy Warbucks, they were all writing their checks just to get in them.
Yeah.
But being the last model year, they put a lot of Z06.
Last model for Z06.
For Z06.
Okay.
No, not Z06. For 427.
Oh, okay.
They still make the Z06, but they're supercharged now.
Okay.
So this is the last year of the naturally aspirated 427s.
Okay.
And if you know anything about the 60s, the big block 427s, well, they're highly sought after.
Yeah.
So when I'm dead, this car will.
So this is highly sought after.
This will be. This will be highly sought after when I'm no longer here.
Yeah.
Right. So, but I track this car.
Okay.
And she doesn't get babied, but she's well taken care of.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh yeah, we can tell. Awesome. So I think we're ready to hop in the Corvette. What do you guys think? Let's do it.
All right.
You ready?
Yeah.
Awesome. I'm excited.
Okay.
All right, Phil, let's do it.
All right. Race mode, active handling off.
That's when it gets fun.
Yeah.
All right. Gotta make sure we don't hit the front end. That'd be bad. Taking this puppy for a spin. All right, Phil. So we touched on a few things earlier: the horsepower, the motor size, the trans. You were mentioning something about what were you just saying about the ZR1? ZR1, okay.
At the time was the most technically advanced, along with the.
So you're saying in 2013?
In 13, right.
Okay.
And it had what they call performance track management, and they brought that down into the Z06. And the magnetic ride from the ZR1 came down into this car. The exhaust came down into this car also.
Okay.
And the carbon package from them came down into this car. So those were pretty major upgrades for a Z06.
Do you know, was there a reason why they decided to do that? Just they wanted to make the Z06 a little more upbeat?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Great. Oh shit! Oh, we're in the track weapon. Oh, that's perfect. I'm gonna use that now. Oh man.
A little half throttle.
Yeah. You couldn't tell everybody this. It's got a little giddy up. Oh, that sounds nice. Oh, and by the way, everyone, we're of course doing this in Mexico. We're in Mexico right
I
now.
don't think I've ever broken the speed limit. To be honest with you, cruising at 20 miles an hour.
Yeah, there you go. Never. So I think one of the best things that I heard you say earlier is, you know, I feel like a lot of people, and rightfully so, I feel like a lot of people buy cars like this and barely drive it because it's unique, it's worth a lot, you know, you don't want to mess with it too much, but I just love the fact, I mean, especially like you said, if you're making a major purchase, you want to enjoy it, right?
Right.
You gotta have fun with it.
Well, I bought the car because it was purpose-built track weapon.
Yeah.
And at the time, I was track bitten. I wanted to be on the track.
Yeah.
And my first track experience was in 2001.
Okay.
I went up to the what is now Spring Mountain, but before Spring Mountain, it was called Bragg Smith High Performance Driving School. And Bragg Smith was a Canadian race car driver who loved Corvettes.
Okay.
And at the time, the track consisted of a big top tent, porta potties, and a white diesel board, and a 2.2 mile course.
Yeah.
And that was it. And now Spring Mountain is a multi-million-dollar motorsports country club.
Yeah.
You know, it's just
Came a long way.
has come a long way. But you know, the guy who instructed me is still the general manager up there.
Really?
Yeah, Dave
we got to give while we're on here, we got to give a shout out to Phil's the organization, the group you're a part of. If you want to touch on that a little bit.
Pomona Valley Corvette Association.
So Pomona Valley Corvette Association.
I've had a lot of good opportunities through them.
Yeah. Awesome.
The March Air Force Base was one of them. We got to take our cars with the planes.
Sweet.
And you know, everybody's there.
Yeah.
And we're just cruising around, pulling up next to vintage World War II aircraft and taking pictures.
And so how many people do you have in that organization, the Pomona Valley?
I think we're up to about 150.
Holy crap.
So.
Getting it. Oh. I mean that puts you in your seat. All right, that was awesome. I had a blast. Thank you so much, Phil. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome.
You put me in my seat. It was fun.
That's the idea.
That's the idea.
Yeah. So, Nick, a couple more things I wanted to tell you about the car. First thing, it's a hybrid.
Okay.
Yeah, it burns gas and rubber. Okay.
Love that.
All day long.
All day long.
When you're at the track, it's 6 miles to the gallon.
Holy shit.
But when I'm just cruising out in 6th gear, 70 miles an hour,
yeah,
it's 26 miles to the gallon.
That's nuts.
So
awesome. Well, hey, like I said, thank you so much. That was so much fun. Please give us a big thumbs up and please subscribe. See you next time.